Welcome to my channel. Do make sure you subscribe for more videos like this. Today we're going to be making this fringe that is usually attached to the Awolowo cap, especially. It's usually attached to clothes as well for men, but I can't really remember what it's called. If you know what it's called, please put it in the comment section. So you're going to be making these yourself. I usually buy them. I know they have already made, but I just devised a means to make them myself because there are times I want certain colors and I can't get it. But this fringe is always available in whatever colors you want. So let's get right into making this for your cap. First of all, you'd measure out 6 inches. So 6 inches will do you well in making it for your cap, and you'd cut it out. After measuring 6 inches, you go straight to cut it out. Now, after cutting out 6 inches from your fringe, the next thing you want to do is fold it into two like this. Okay, before folding it, I cut out separately some strands, two of it. These strands will do me good in tying up the fringe. So I removed two strands from my fringe, longer strands like this, and I just kept them aside. And so now I'm going to fold this into two this way. And after folding, the next thing I'll do is take up my scissors and cut off the edge of the fringe because I wouldn't be needing it. So I'll cut it off neatly like this. And once I'm done cutting, I'll keep it aside. The next thing I will do now is this is the edge, I don't need it, so I'll just do away with it. I'm going to arrange my fringe like this and then bring them together so that they don't fall out or scatter. So I'll bring them like this and make them hold this way, arrange them, straighten them up, and then by the middle I will fold it into two. Okay, this is me just showing you the whole of it. I'm here to fold it into two. So now I will fold it into two this way. I'm sure you can see how careful I am. I wouldn't want it to scatter. Although you cannot be too careful, and that's why you would need to trim the edges once you are done. So here are my strands that I left aside. I would bring them now. As you can see, they're folded into two now. So I will tie up the middle of my fringe carefully and neatly. I'll get to the middle of the fringe carefully. So this is me just adjusting. Now I will just tie up. I will tie firmly, and I will do this twice or more. Okay, so now after tying, you'd be sure we now have 4 strands because we tied. Now I'll take the longer strand and hold my tied around the fringe, hold my fringe carefully this way and tie the longer strand around the fringe like this firmly. So this is what will give us that hold at the top of it. I'm sure you can see. So I would now tie I'll tie to secure it, wrap around my finger and then tie to secure firmly. I will still go over just because I want security for this. I'll still go over and tie as many times as possible. So you can just decide to roll this up as much as you can. But I'll just do this a few times and I would cut once I am done. So this is me just, trying to tie it up. Meanwhile, the other strand is held aside. I held the other strand aside. So you would see the reason why I held the other strand aside. The other strand that I held aside is what we'll be using to is what we use to attach this fringe to our cap. This is me just pushing the other strand aside so that it doesn't get tied alongside the shorter fringes rather. So yeah, after I'm done securing it and tying firmly, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my scissors and I will trim it off. Here you go. I'm just trying to trim off the leftovers from where I cut, and I am done. Here you go. Now this is the longer strand I kept aside. This is our fringe. This is what our fringe looks like. I'm going to trim off the excesses around it to make it equal. Here I'm done trimming. This is the longer strand. The other strand I kept aside, I'm just going to cut it off so that it will just be moderate. Now this is it, your already made fringe. They call it something, but I can't remember. Please let me know what it's called in the comment section. So this is it, really beautiful and really simple and easy to make. I would be attaching it to my cap. Like I said, when I go to the market, I usually don't get this in the various colors that I need. So I just buy a fringe and make this for myself. I make them down in different colors, and when I'm working on an ashoke cap, I just attach it. Thank you so very much for watching. Please make sure you like this video and hit the subscribe button for more videos like this, and don't forget to let me know what you think this is called.